Welcome back to Cebu. Kat, Eugene, and I have one more night here before we move on to Manila. So, we had lechon again.
They've definitely got lechon today.
As you should. Then we went shopping. I'm in Rustan's department store in Cebu, and I found a white whale product for me. The very old Captain Rum I've had before, and it was excellent. We also found a calamansi liqueur that we imagine will be excellent. We got them. We'll see. Finally, we went out. So this audio is not going to be useful. But we're at a bar called Antoke's. I got the karaoke going on. Antoke himself is over there. I'm with Eugene. But you can't hear any of this, can you? We've just been brought a bar snack. It's something in the cephalopod spectrum, I guess.
I think it's squid.
Probably squid. All right.
Probably squid.
The kinilaw wasn't bad, but with the squid, they were awfully heavy with the shrimp paste. Awfully, awfully heavy. Good night from Cebu. The next day, I replaced the screen protector on my phone from the largest selection I've ever seen, and we headed for Manila. Our first stop in Manila was seeing Eugene's Uncle Tommy and Aunt Sydney. They were lovely, but the real story was a fight for the bill. Eugene's father had instructed us to pay, so I snuck to the bathroom right after we ordered, paid, and felt really smug about it. The move I didn't expect was Sydney demanding that the manager cancel my credit card charge and let her pay. She's a regular, so she won, and I consider it an honorable loss. Well played, Aunt Sydney. Okay, next in our novel ways to get around the Philippines tour.
Bamboo bikes.
Bikes. It's a really intermodal trip when you think about it. We'll see how it goes. We're doing it. The bike tour was of Intramuros, the old walled city of Manila. The partially bamboo bikes were a nice touch, and a nice way to get around. The tour guide was really good. One notable stop was a Manila Cathedral, where Kat's Aunt Edna and Uncle Seb were married. If you're in Manila, definitely consider the Bam Bike tour. The tour ended with a rooftop view of the sunset and refreshments. To finish what was still our first full day in Manila, we went to see our friend Garrick, who had returned to Manila, opened Tree Line Ales, and is making genuinely great craft beer. It was awesome to catch up with him and his wife Shoko. We'll definitely be back. Our next and final day was fairly quiet. We walked around Bonifacio Global City, a kind of Disneyland-style business district that's close to but weirdly disconnected from the rest of the city. Well, that ends our Manila adventure and our Philippines adventure. Next, we're heading to Hanoi, but that's another video. This is probably the deepest dive we've taken into the Philippines. How'd we do?
I think we did pretty well. You drove.
I drove.
How did you feel about that?
I think driving in the Philippines is surprisingly possible, but if we had to go back to Mobile, I would probably take the bus. if that gives you an indication of where we are. Possible, not
Easy.
preferable. Yeah. But yeah, it can be done if you know what you're doing and you're willing to study the local traffic laws a bit. Well, we got there. What did you think? We saw stuff we've never seen before.
Yes.
We saw stuff we have seen before.
I think we went outside our comfort zone and went outside of the cities Walball, Bohol. So that was cool. Definitely more difficult than we've done before. Just getting there and kind of navigating around, but
Yeah, like strangely, the Philippines is difficult travel, even though everybody speaks English. You would think it would be pretty easy and pretty straightforward, but Vietnam, for example, seems more straightforward, even though people speak very little English sometimes.
yeah, the chaos is different. Both
Yeah.
are chaotic, but in very different ways.
Yeah. We saw a lot of contrast in the Philippines. The difference between Bohol and maybe the end of Mactan Island, where we put in on the stand-up paddleboards, versus Makati and Bonifacio Global City in Manila, is just night and day. It's hard to believe those are the same country, but there they are. So our next video, we'll see some Hanoi. We're just about to head to Halong Bay. See you back on the water.